customer service is huge for us. We want them to feel not just like a number or like another person calling, but respected as a human being.
Welcome out there to another Peachy interview. You're about to listen to a business owner who has reached over 300 five-star business reviews on Google alone, and about another 300 on Yelp. So I think we're talking to the right guy here.
I hope so.
This is Joe. Meet Joe from Absolute Duct and Chimney.
What's up, everybody? How you doing?
He's your superstar today. Keep your ears open. This is a man with lots of fresh thinking. We're getting a twofer, actually. You're also a business coach here with Action Coaching in San Diego.
Yes, I am.
Great.
Well, Absolute Duct and Chimney Cleaning basically started off on accident, if you think about it. I was actually working for another company for 7 years prior to this, doing the exact same thing. We cleaned air ducts, dryer vents, and chimneys. And although it was a great company, what had happened was we just kind of felt like the company was going down under. It did after I left. Checks were bouncing, things like that. So my wife and I just kind of stepped out in faith and got all the necessary things we needed to just kind of get started. It started off with me and my pickup truck with a little trailer, a compressor back there. We were doing all the work. My wife was answering phone calls from a spare bedroom while having a nursing baby. And it just kind of started off like that. We wanted to take all the lessons we learned for working for somebody, apply it to a business, and just make it better. So what we decided to do is we decided to just focus on the customer service aspect of it, because we knew we can clean the air ducts and the dryer vents fine and very, very well. But what we found out was the service industry has this stereotype of just horrible service. People coming into people's homes, not feeling comfortable when you have a service guy in your house. So we wanted to change all of that. So we've done a long study and studied our target market, and we found that there's a few things that are relevant to our customer base, which is convenience, how they schedule a job and how many hoops they have to go through to get us scheduled and get pricing from us, and just treating their home the way they would want it to be treated. So we go above and beyond on the service aspect of things while we do an excellent job cleaning the air ducts or dryer vents or chimneys or doing any type of repair. So they want convenience, they want transparency, and they want excellent customer service. First of all, we start off by the customer experience when it comes to our dispatch answering the phone calls. We make it mandatory, and it's actually written in our policy, that whenever we answer a phone, whether it's the technicians or the dispatch, that they have to force a smile on their face. And the reason why we do that is because when you force a smile on your face, your voice, the tone of your voice actually changes, and on the other end of the phone, they can actually hear that you're happy to answer their phone call.
We're educating our clients constantly when they're asking us questions about our services. We do air duct cleaning, dryer vent cleaning, and chimney cleaning, and people don't really know about how often they need to have those services done and what that all entails. And so we really do our best to take our time with them on the phone, making them feel valued, making them feel like their questions are important, and educating them about what we do and why it's important for them, whether they decide to book with us or not.
Oh, and we find that our closing ratio is much higher than everybody else's, even if it takes an extra 3 minutes on the phone with our customers. Going back to the technician side of things, when they pick up the phone to call them and let them know that they're on their way, the same thing applies. They gotta force a smile on their face, let them know how long it'll be approximately before they get there. So we're constantly trying to communicate with them, so that way the clients are not just guessing where we are, what we're gonna do, and things like that.
One thing that we've recently added to our business is a software for our scheduling called House Call Pro. And it's available to all service industry companies. And basically what that entails is when the client calls us and they schedule an appointment, once we get their information in our system, it automatically will send them a text message confirming their appointment and their service, as well as an email. Because a lot of times, they're like, oh wait, when did I schedule that? They may have forgotten the date and time. So it confirms that for them. When we're on our way, 30 minutes before, they get a text message with a photo of their technician, so they know who's coming to their door, what he looks like, what his name is, or her name. Once we complete the job and the invoice, we can attach pictures of the work that we've performed. Some of our clients aren't home when we're performing the work because they're at work or they have, busy schedule, and so once we're done with the work, they get notified and we can attach pictures before and after of here's your air duct cleaning and here's what the ducts look like before and here's it after it's been cleaned. They get that instantly to their email. It's paperless, so it's, eco-friendly and it's super fast. We also can have our clients book online. So, if they're able to find us on Yelp, which a lot of our clients do, or Google, they have an option that just says book online and they can actually shop online our services while we're closed. So, people get off of work at 5 o'clock and our office is already closed. This really allows them the ability to shop at their convenience and their time. And then they can decide to book. The price is very clear, what the service is, what it includes, and how much it costs. We want to keep up with today's day and age. We're in the 21st century. Everyone's using their phone for everything. You go walking and you see them, they're down on their phone. So we wanted to make sure that our website was mobile friendly. We wanted to make sure that our customers had access to our company in a way that would be relevant to them in this day and age.
And that investment with that technology has exponentially grown our business because we're getting new customers out there that don't want to pick up the phone anymore. So, yeah, that's the demand of the market today. So, well, the consumers set a very, very high expectation for any business owners today in general. We're looking at, the older millennials who are buying houses, who are spending the money. They're the ones with the careers nowadays, and they're the ones forking out the money to run this economy. And so what happens is they use technology to their advantage to basically figure out what people think about other companies before they do it. As an example, have you ever heard the term, hey, I want to eat at that restaurant, why don't you Yelp that first? Or why don't you Google it really quick to see how many reviews there are? We also found out that the average attention span when they're looking at these reviews are just the first 4. They're going to make a decision basically on the first 4 and very rarely the first 10. Yelp is the new word of mouth. Google is the new word of mouth. Facebook and Instagram is the new word of mouth. The whole old school mentality of, just somebody's going to tell their neighbor about me, that still works every once in a while, but a lot of people now are using Yelp and Google to find out not just what their neighbor thinks, but what the entire community thinks of this company. So we really are interested in our delivery with our service and our promise of customer service because we understand that we want those 5-star reviews. And those 5-star reviews are going to generate business for us, or it's basically going to brand us and it's going to influence people's decisions to either choose us or another company. And then obviously the interaction in person with our technicians. Are our technicians clean? Do they have a clean haircut? If they have a beard, is it clean cut? Do they look dirty? Do they look shaggy? One thing that we always do is we refer to our male and female clients by sir or ma'am unless they choose otherwise, because we feel like that respect factor is very lost in our community nowadays. We don't even park in their driveway. We always ask for permission. One thing that we always try to do is ask their permission, because even if it's kind of like common sense to park in the driveway and walk into the house because they called us, it makes them feel better that we're asking them for their permission to enter their home or do anything. We carry shoe covers with us all the time. We carry plastic to cover their furniture, and even if it's in an area where we're not going to work, we're going to do that so that we can overperform for them. It's because we believe that customers at the end of the day will forget what you've done, but they'll always remember how you made them feel. And we're really just trying to do that feel thing, and we're getting our customers back every single year for that. So, you're in a business and you have a location, you are part of a community. And if you are a good member of that community will support you, especially when times get hard. Yeah, so we take that business approach and say, hey, if we're part of the East County community, let's benefit the East County community. There's a lot of homeless people in East County. We want to help that, so that's why we chose a homeless organization to help. And in doing so, it's also branding our brand of Absolute Duct and Chimney Cleaning, because maybe not directly it's going to bring us a return of investment, but what it will do is it'll become a household name now. Like, hey, did you know Absolute sponsored that parade? Did you know that Absolute sponsored that one place that was about to go out of business, and they just forked out some money to help them out? It becomes something greater than just a business. The other thing that we're really passionate about is our team. Honestly, we understand that our business cannot function without a strong team. So I talked a lot about the business. What I really want to say is that me as a CEO and my wife as a CFO, our main clients are actually not the people that we go and service. Our main clients is our team. We are responsible to provide an atmosphere and a culture that they can come in and thrive in, and where it doesn't feel like a job, but they also feel like they belong to something greater. So those charities that we're giving to, we all voted on it. We all voted on it. We actually sponsor some children through like an organization that sponsors children in third world countries. We all vote on it. You know, we say, hey, we have some extra money. Do you guys want a bonus, or do you guys want to throw this to a charity? And the majority of the time, they want to throw it to a charity. And we typically give them a bonus anyways, you know, because we love our team. But, you know, we basically make them feel like they're part of the family. We understand that we can't tell them they're part of the family because they're not, but we emphasize team approach. I don't call my team employees. I don't want an employee mindset. I don't want them to just to clock in, clock out, get the job done, and leave. I want them to self-police each other. I want them to feel like they're a part of something bigger, a part of a type of a family where each one individually is responsible for the growth of the business. And if they allow the business to grow, we give them more money. So we take a sales approach. Obviously, since we're a business, we want to get paid. You know, we offer services and it can't be free. But what we do is we give them a very, very decent hourly rate, and then we train them on how to be these fantastic salespeople. And we even have just some basic level technicians making $40,000, $50,000 a year because they're able to upsell on our services. Even our dispatch is making extra money selling services. So because we take a team approach and we focus very highly on our company culture, everybody has an excitement to grow the business, and then it benefits us and our community at the same time.
Ever since I started working here, Joe has always been really clear about his vision. They've been really good at least empowering me. So I love taking pictures, and I love videos, and I love a lot of things like media, marketing related. They gave me the tools to be able to do that and the freedom to do that. They allowed me to do what I was good at and allowed me to flourish, so yeah.
Now, one thing that we considered is that millennials are flooding the workplace now. They're looking for jobs. So we did a little study as far as what they want. You know, there's surveys out there that you can find. And we found out that millennials are attracted to purpose. The whole term of I'm so woke, you know what I mean? And it's like, I don't even understand some of these terms, and I had to literally figure out what that meant. And basically what it means is that their mind is open to something different than what was common for the last 100 years. That's why we focus so strong on our company culture. We focused on purpose. So we have a mission statement, we have core values, we have a motto, and those are basically repeated every single week. It's basically like a brainwashing, method that we do, but we basically are transparent with what we want them to know about our business. And we go over our motto, which is serving you with excellence, obviously. You know, our first core value, it talks about how us as the owners are responsible for creating this place that feels comfortable. Everybody feels open, they feel safe, but we also empower them to go above and beyond what their title is. You know, it creates ownership for their position. And so that way, once they basically get in line with that purpose of ownership, they're making money naturally, because now they're thinking about the business as a whole. They're thinking about the team. How can I help my team? Yeah, I might be an assistant, but I'm going to own this position as an assistant, and I'm going to allow myself to help grow this business as an assistant. And in turn, they get rewarded, they get promoted, they get, you know, there's all this stuff. And everybody knows that you have to work hard for what you're going to get here. We're not going to give participation trophies. I feel like sometimes, you know, we try so hard just to please everybody. But because of our culture, it's pretty much set up in a way where if somebody comes in and they have the wrong motives, they're going to be out within a month, because they can't hang with everybody self-policing each other. And we love that. So, yeah. There's many things that inspire me. Well, the first thing that inspired me to do business is I grew up very, very poor, and I never wanted to be poor again. I have 3 beautiful children that inspire me to keep going. If I fail them, you know, so I think about that. And when I talk about fail, I'm not saying that, okay, the economy crashed, everything was bad. Failure to me is giving up on my dreams, giving up on the things that I committed to myself and to my family that I would do. But then the second thing that inspires me is my team. You know, we have 10 families that we support as a business. And so if I just have a mediocre attitude about that, then they're just as stable as I am as a business owner. So I need to be very, very stable because I'm not only putting my family at risk if I do it, but 10 other individual families that work for us are going to be at risk. And that motivates me. That actually motivates the hell out of me, you know. And then the last thing is just spiritual, you know what I mean? I believe God blessed me with this ability. It just kind of came out. I love to talk. I love business. I love encouraging others to do business. So he's responsible for blessing me, and if he gave me this ability and I'm responsible for it, I want to do it well. I want to be a good servant. So that's what inspires me. But what I would love to see our business, and what we're shooting for, is to have our business as a franchise model. There's a lot of eager people out there who are motivated to own a business, and maybe they don't understand how. So if our system is working, I mean, obviously I'm coaching now. I'm not even in the business. I don't have my boots on anymore as far as going in there and doing the physical work. We have people set up that are empowered to run the business for us, and we have a fantastic system that does that. I want to be able to sell that system and use that system to empower others to own a business that runs, that's successful, and that's branded. So I would love to see myself all over California and the United States, have multiple locations all over the place, and to see young families, not necessarily young, but families who are motivated to win for their families, with a franchise saying absolute duct and chimney cleaning. I would love to see that.
Thanks, Joe. That was such great information that you shared with
Absolutely.
all the small business owners today. You really have become a master, after all, at running a business, I think.
Right.
So congratulations to you
Thank
and
you.
your family and all your employees and what you do.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Lots of fresh thinking. If you need cleaning, your air ducts cleaned or your chimney cleaned.
Or your
check
dryer
out
vent
Split.
cleans.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're on Magnolia in El Cajon.
Yes, ma'am.
So check them out if you need anything. Thank you for listening today. Bye, Joe.
Have a fantastic day, y'all. Thank you.
Like at my other jobs where I would go to bed and then I'd have nightmares and then I'd wake up and I'd be like, I don't want to go to work. But with here, like I haven't had that. So it's always been a joy to come.